Interdisciplinary language. He has over 20 years worth of professional experience in research, teaching and learning in higher education. He has been a fellow of the UK Higher Education Academy since 2009. His research leadership and higher educational management expertise span across Ghana, Denmark, and the UK. Isaac's research and consultancy interests are in the areas of general education, coastal engineering, climate change, coastal and river adaptation to climate change, coastal and marine resource management, shoreline management planning, environmental management, and applied coastal and river geomorphology. He is also an expert in geographic information systems and modeling climate change. He was a senior lecturer at the University of Boston, one of the leading world universities in the UK for over 11 years. In his quest to contribute to the development of Ghana, its motherland and Africa as a whole, Isaac returned to Ghana in 2018 to lecture at the University of Education, Winneba, UEW. He was the Dean of the Faculty of Business Education at the ESCO UEW campus in Kumasi, now the Atkinson American University of Skill Training and Entrepreneurial Development, AAMUSTED, between 2019 and 2022. Currently, he is the acting director of the Institute of Lifelong Learning and Teacher Development at AAMUSTED. Isaac was elected and appointed as the first affiliated Pro-Vice Chancellor of AAMUSTED on the 12th of December 2023. He is an astute international scholar with high-level leadership experience in a global field. He has several academic publications with over 811 citations and still counting. He could go on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, with the clap of me, let's welcome our guest.
From the cataloging systems of the past to the digitalization effort of recent decades. Libraries are no longer just repository of books. They are dynamic community hubs that foster innovation, creativity, and lifelong learning. Today, however, we face a change that is both unprecedented in its scale and groundbreaking in its implication: the rise of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not just a new tool in our library toolkits. It is a transformative force that has the potential to redefine the very core of how we manage, access, and understand information. As we stand on this frontier, our journey forward must be both strategic, thoughtful, rooted in our foundational values as librarians, while we harness the power of these new technologies to enhance our role in service to communities. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm someone who likes Ghanaian music, and with all apologies to the ladies here, permit me to make one little music appreciation to elaborate the point I want to make here. Okonfo Kwade has a song which talk about two women, the wife and the side chick. He said, I try every year, the year and he went on to present an imagery as to how the wife is. He talked about all the things Adwa knows how to do, the soup, the homemaking, and everything. He said Adwa is lacking something. Then he went to the side chick and he said, They are GBBF, mobile phone, any unit. What is sad is that I was in mobile phone crowd toy and the old library practices can be likened to Adwa. It's very good, time tested. We have used this old system for very, very many years and it went perfectly. All of a sudden, we are having this side check. Abena coming into force. And he is behaving as if he is the best. He knows everything. But when the guest speaker was, the provost was speaking, he talked about it, and the MC make it better. That if you search with AI, the information that you get may not be correct, it may be accurate. But the mobile units or the information, but information now is not the correct information. Because the AI does not create knowledge, it does not create information. What AI normally does is that it searches for the existing information and brings it to you as a new something. You know, when we talk about intelligence, historically, when a student is classified as intelligent, it's a student who has read a lot of literature and have a lot of information with various things. So if you ask that student to do anything or to answer anything, he brings this wealth of information from his reading to answer the question, and you realize that this is a very thoughtful student. This student's knowledge is a repository or is a collection of various literature he has read. Now, the student being human being is able to tell which one is current information and which one is old information. Now, when you ask artificial intelligence to find you any information, it does not create any new one. It goes into the system and search for all the relevant information in online repository in the digital space and bring it to you as the answer. It doesn't bring the references. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know whether it's accurate or it's not accurate. And one sad thing, it doesn't put this information into context. It brings some from US, from Asia, whatever, and it gives it to you as the answer. Maybe you were looking for something relevant to Ghana. Artificial intelligence is likely not to do that, give you only Ghanaian something. But it's pretending it's the best. So the old style and the artificial intelligence, which are we choosing? May I answer me? But unfortunately, you and I does not have that choice. We don't, because our patrons are seeing the new one as what? The ultimate. So the best we can do is at least blend the two. As far as they put it to us, that we should choose one of them and he end up choosing back to the old wife, we do not have that choice. We need to find a way of blending the two so that we can give relevant and accurate information. We can build relevant and accurate information for our patrons and for the development. As a partner in knowledge discovery, artificial intelligence has the potential to enhance library services in Ghana in an unprecedented way. From providing current and relevant information at many libraries in Ghana that are either under stock or stocked with old, too old or less relevant information to improve cataloging system and creating personalized reading information recommendation. AI can streamline operations, make information more recent and accessible. Imagine a library where patrons interact with intelligent systems that understand their interests and needs, guiding them to resources that are relevant in the 21st century to enrich their learning. In fact, AI can be seen as a partner in our mission as librarians. Through advanced machine learning algorithms, AI can comb through vast amounts of data at incredible speed, identifying patterns and drawing connections that might otherwise be missed. This presents libraries with opportunity to create knowledge in a new and meaningful way. Imagine a world where AI tools assist your patrons in a more than just locating goods. They can guide users through personalized learning paths, recommend resources based on individual interests, or even provide real-time translation of foreign text. AI-powered search engines can make our collections more accessible, expanding beyond traditional knowledge to find materials based on content, context, or related topics. In this essence, AI can deepen and extend the reach of our collections, allowing our patrons to experience the library as an interactive space where learning is both intuitive and inspiring. But as we adapt AI, we must also approach it with caution. Libraries have long held the responsibility to present information in an unbiased, objective manner, and AI has its limitations. Machine learning algorithms, for example, reflect biases of the data they are trained on. This means we must maintain a critical eye, ensuring that recommendations and insights AI provides are aligned with ethical principles we uphold as librarians. AI offers Ghanaians librarians the opportunity to facilitate knowledge preservation. You need to pursue creating and digitalizing vast amounts of local information as a way of inclusion and preservation of Ghanaian knowledge, culture, and ingenuity in the global knowledge web that are exploited by AI. If we don't do this, then Ghana is not going to be included. Because if you apply AI to search for information, it's the information that has been fed to the World Wide Web, or digitally in the digital space that is searched. So if we have any knowledge and we do not include it in this space, then when people apply AI, they will not get any information that are relevant to us, to our culture, and to our ingenuity. So it's very important that as librarians, we try and digitize a lot of information that we have, local information. The concept of AI is like no contribution, no job. What we call it, NC. If you do not contribute knowledge or information in the global knowledge pot, which we call the World Wide Web, the information or knowledge, it is that information or knowledge is not included in any AI-related information. With this, the role of libraries in preserving knowledge becomes even more critical. AI can assist in digitizing archives, ensuring that historical documents, manuscripts, and cultural artifacts are preserved for future generations. On this, I heard somebody say, talk to the main forces of librarians that resources are needed here. If we can do that digitization, then we need AI-enhanced tools to do that for us. This preservation is vital in maintaining our collective memory as a country in an increasing digital world. Ghanaian librarians are expected to be at the forefront of creating this collective memory of our nation in a digital space for posterity. This question I want to ask you. The question I want to ask you is, are you a librarian in Ghana? Are you up to task with this digitalization of our indigenous knowledge? Are you up to speed in creating a collective memory of Ghana in a digital space for inclusion and for future generations? This is the task facing you. The frontier, the librarians stand at the moment is that you have to help Ghana to be included in this digital space. And are you ready? Have you started? This is the time, or this is the point I said, we do not have a choice to choose Adwa alone. On this occasion, we need to blend both Adwa and Accra, and that is where offering demand-driven service. Today, patrons, particularly digital natives, come to library expecting instant information, and AI offers as tools to meet this demand without compromising on quality. Virtual reference assistance, for instance, can provide immediate response to common queries, freeing our librarians to focus on more complex patrons' needs. AI-driven data analytics can also help us understand our users' need and interests more deeply, allowing us to tailor our services and programming with unprecedented precision. Digital preservation too stands to benefit immensely from AI. As stewards of knowledge, it is your duty to safeguard not just books and physical resources, but also the wealth of digital content being produced every second. AI can aid us in this endeavor, identifying patterns to assist in archiving and sorting through countless documents to ensure that important digital records remain accessible for future generations. Yet, these advancements come with questions of privacy and security. As we collect data to inform and enhance our service, we must remain vigilant about protecting the identity and information of those we serve. Libraries have always been a sanctuary of privacy, where individuals are free to explore without fear of surveillance. In the age of AI, safeguarding this aspect of our work is more essential than ever, because Professor A comes to this library, use computer A to search for information. Immediately he goes, somebody can go there and find information that he was searching. Professor A is a gynecologist, so he was trying to get information about female organs and all that. Then before you realize, information is separating. They say, Obahasia, a man no man who know over of information, leaving many of our patrons wondering how to discern facts from fiction and credible source from unreliable ones, because many of our patrons think they don't even have to come to the library. They use their smartphone to send information and they present it to people as if that is the accurate information, but that is not the truth. You are not only providers of information, you are a guide in the wilderness of data, mentors in the digital literacy, and champions of critical thinking. AI can support you in this role, providing tools for fact-checking, cross-referencing, and verifying sources with remarkable speed. However, AI cannot replace human judgment, empathy, and contextual knowledge that you bring to this role. It is up to you to reach your patrons how to engage with AI tools responsibly, to question the information they receive, and to understand the strength and limitation of these systems. So we need to educate our patrons on this, and not only sit in their homes or use library computers to search for AI resources or information in their hand. We need to provide this kind of training to your patrons. Looking ahead, the future libraries will be shaped by collaboration. Libraries must partner with tech companies, educators, and community organizations to create a holistic approach to knowledge dissemination by embracing innovation while upholding our core values of inclusivity and accessibility. With critical thinking, creativity, and innovation, we can position libraries as essential players in the digital age. It is obvious to know that libraries have moved from being a repository in a physical space to electronic space, the World Wide Web, to a digital space. Do Ghanaian libraries have both the financial capacity, physical capacity, and human capacity, and technical capacity to evolve and embrace the changes of libraries in the 21st century?